guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I have an update on my Project Pan, and this has just been my year-long 2019 Project Pan. It's kind of been a rolling Project 10 pan, but last month I ended up leaving it at 8 products because that's where we were at the end of last month, and I kind of just wanted to keep those products going. I didn't really have anything that I wanted to add in just yet. I did make some really steady progress this month, and if you remember in last month's update, I did set some kind of concrete goals for myself that I wanted to reach by this update, and I feel like I did a really good job sticking to those, so that's exciting. I did use up one thing, and I made some really good progress on everything else. So I have decided I do want to roll in 4 new items this time around. So very exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the updates. I did set a goal last month to finish my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and I did reach that goal. I'm very excited to finally move this out of my collection. It's a really nice foundation. I enjoyed it. It's a good, just kind of reliable, medium coverage foundation, but I do have a favorite foundation from the drugstore that I like better than this, so I'm kind of just glad to see it go and focus on some other foundations, and I actually ended up purchasing a new foundation to go in its place. I'd been eyeing the Pacifica A Light foundation for a really long time, pretty much ever since it came out, and I told myself that I wanted to finish this foundation before I purchased any new ones, and I did that, so I'm really excited. I'm glad to see it go. This has been in my Project Pan since January, and we actually started with, I guess, a little less than half, so I feel pretty good about that. I think it took like 6 months to finish it up, which is good. I didn't want to rush through it because, I mean, it's not a cheap product, so I feel like I enjoyed it while I had it, and now we can move on. The next product that I've been working on also since the start of the year, this is the Jordana 12-Hour Made to Last Jumbo Eye Pencil. It's like now pretty much all the writing is sharpened off, but I think it's their 12-Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil in the shade Continuous Almond. Quite a mouthful. This product they discontinued, so can't get your hands on it anymore, but I've just been using this as my eyelid primer all year so far. I just really want to use it up. This is my last jumbo eye pencil that I have in my collection, and yeah, I just want to use it up. Also, I've had it for a really long time. I think I've had this for 4 years now. This is one of my oldest products, so this is going really well. I actually made more progress on this month than I did in any of the previous months, which is really exciting. It's probably just because I wore eyeshadow more often, but today when I went to use this, the tip kind of broke off. You can kind of see the tip sort of broke off, and so I don't know how usable this will be now. Hopefully if that part comes off, I can at least sharpen it and there will still be product left. Either way, I don't know, I guess we'll find out. But I'll try to use that part that's sort of smushed, but if not, it's not the end of the world. This is like pretty inexpensive product, so I'm not that attached to it. I'm just trying to use it up. So that's going really well. Excited to have made a lot of progress on that this month. I feel like this should be done. I'm trying to think, do I have any specific goals for this? Not really. I just want to keep using it. Pretty much just one of those products that's gonna take a while to use up, but I think that it should be done probably in the next 3 months or so. It's my guess. Okay, next product is the Milani lip liner in the shade Spice. This has gotten so small, and if you remember, I set a goal to use this 5 times this month, and I definitely did use it 5 times. I actually lost count of how many times I used it, so I think I either used it like 5 or 6 times. I wasn't sure how much progress I would make using it that many times, but I actually did make a pretty good chunk of progress. I really think there's not much product left in here. I don't know how many more times I'll be able to sharpen it. I kind of want to see if I can use this up this month. I kind of want that to be one of my goals for the month, so I don't know how many more times I'll have to use it. Maybe, I feel like if I use it 5 more times, I'll have to sharpen it maybe once or twice, and I'm almost thinking I might be able to finish it. Stay tuned to see if I actually am able to meet that goal, but I'm just so ready to use this up. This is another one of those products that I've had for probably 4 years now. Okay, next we had the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. So last month I had finished the highlighter, so now I'm just focusing on the contour side, and my goal last month I think was to get to the point where I needed to repress this again, and I did that. I almost thought that I would be able to use this up completely by this update, but I didn't. But I did repress it, and there is just a tiny thin layer kind of in like a weird round shape in the middle of the pan. I think that I will be able to use this up within the next month, so that's my goal for this product. I've just been using this like pretty much every day to kind of bronze up my face. I've been wearing cheek products a lot, even on days where I'm not wearing a full face of makeup or I'm not wearing any kind of base or foundation. I've been wearing this product and I've been wearing blush a lot on those days and just really trying to get maximum use out of these products so that I can just get them moved out. And I actually really like the way they look on my skin even when I'm not wearing foundation. It kind of just warms up my complexion a little bit and it's really nice. So I'm glad that I started doing that. A lot of you guys suggested that in my last update, so that was really helpful. So yeah, I've also been using this as an eyeshadow a few times and really just trying to use this up as quickly as possible because I mean, there's like so little product left. I'm so excited to be done with this because I'll just feel so accomplished. Like, there's a lot of product in here. They say the shelf life is 12 months. Definitely had it for 3 years now, so yikes. So hoping to get that finished soon. Another cheek product that we have is the Brooke Cosmetics Blush in Sweet 16. My goal with this was also to get to the point where I needed to repress it, and I did that. So very, very thin layer, and I did hit pan again. I hit pan in kind of a weird place, like way towards the edge. I don't know how that happened, but then there was quite a bit of hard pan on here after I repressed it, so I ended up kind of scraping off a little bit with a spoolie, and then like I hit pan a bunch more times doing that. So there's really very little product left in here. There's still some hard pan. I need to just get some like Scotch tape and remove that. But this is going really well. I'm very excited. I've also been using this as an eyeshadow a lot, and I've been wearing it a lot on days where I'm not wearing any other makeup, just to kind of warm up my face, and it looks really pretty that way. I feel like this color kind of mimics the natural color of when my cheeks are kind of flushed, and so it works really well for those kind of minimal makeup days. And this poor product is so beat up. The lid is like broken off. It's all scratched. I'm just really excited to use this up. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it within the next month, but I guess I don't really have any concrete goals on this other than to just keep using it consistently and just get as much use out of it as I can, and hopefully try to get that hard pan off of there. Another blush we have in here is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Rosé Champagne. I think I said my goal was to hit pan on this, and I did not reach that goal. I was really focusing on the Brooke one more, and also this one I feel like looks a little bit better on my no makeup days. This one looks a little bit too orangey and warm on those days, so I wasn't able to wear it as much for that. I did wear it as an eyeshadow a few times also. Wet n Wild is not cruelty free anymore, unfortunately. That news actually came out this month, but I will be holding on to this product and a few other products of theirs and trying to use them up. So I will continue to have this in my project pan and hopefully use it up eventually. It's one of my favorite blushes, so I'm kind of sad, but I mean, let's be honest, this is going to take a really long time to use up. So I guess my goal once again will be to hit pan on this. Then we have my palette that was in my project pan, the theBalm Nude palette, and very exciting news. Last month I was like, you guys, I have no idea how I have not managed to hit pan on these two shades. The two shades I was working on were Faithful and Flirty, and I was very excited to hit pan on both of those this month. I actually hit pan on Flirty like the day after I filmed my project pan update. I was like, come on, are you serious? That always happens. But I hit pan on Flirty, and then I hit even bigger pan on Faithful. And so that was my goal. That was my main goal for this palette. And I was almost hoping to hit pan on Fearless too, but I didn't quite get there. I think I will soon. But I am going to take this out of the project now because I have another eyeshadow, little eyeshadow palette that I want to put into the project, which I guess I'll go ahead and tell you now what that is. I want to roll my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells quad into the project, and I was kind of hesitant to do this because I'm also working on my eyeshadow roulette series, but these are such basic, like, staple shades that I think I can pretty much incorporate most of these into any look, whether it's just like the white shade for a brow bone highlight or the transition shade. And then I've even used the brow bone highlight a couple times as a cheekbone highlight, and it works pretty well for that. So I actually panned the trio version of this a few years ago, and so I know I can do it because I've done it before. And this has so much use already in it. Like, there's some pretty big dips in these that I didn't want to donate it because it just has a little bit too much wear. And so I will be trying to use this up. I think I can do it. I guess my goal for this month would be to hit pan on the pink shade because I think I'm already really close to hitting pan on that. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. But I think that this will be pretty easy to incorporate at least one of the shades out of here in every look that I do, because they're just so neutral and basic. So hopefully I can make some good progress on that. And so we will be taking the balm palette out of here, at least for now. Maybe it'll show up again in my project pan later on, but I feel good about the progress I made on that, and I'm really ready to work on this Wet n Wild one since they're not cruelty-free anymore. Last product was the Alba Botanica Very Emollient Body Lotion. This is their SPF 15 body lotion. I made so much progress on this month. I'm so excited to show you. I made more progress this month than I did in any of the previous months, so very excited about that. My goal on this is to finish it by November because that's when it expires, and I think I am on track to reach that goal because we're already halfway through and we have like 5 months until that expiration date. And this is how much progress I've made so far in 4 months, so pretty good. Happy about that. I'm just going to continue using it hopefully every day. I've been trying to remember to put it on every day and even reapply it whenever I do remember. I always like having like at least one body product in my project pans just to kind of mix things up, because sometimes it can be easier to remember to use a body product just because you just throw it on and it's easy. So the foundation is done and we're moving the palette out. And then we did roll in that quad. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 things left. And I do want to roll in 3 more things in addition to that, so we will be back up to 10. So the first thing I want to roll in to the project is another foundation. Now that I'm done with the Urban Decay one, I really want to focus on using up my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. It's my favorite foundation, and it's also a little over a year old now, and I would like to try to use it up just because I'm worried it might start to go bad more quickly than other foundations might, just because it has this doe foot applicator. It hasn't started going bad. As far as I know, it seems perfectly good still, but I'd like to go ahead and try to use as much of it as I can. This does have SPF 20 in it, which is never, like, I never rely on just a makeup product for adequate SPF protection because like there's no way I'd be applying enough of this to get an actual SPF of 20, but it is nice in the summertime because I always wear some sort of SPF on my face underneath my makeup, and if anything, this just adds a little bit more protection, which is great, especially in the summertime. So I'm really excited to focus on this. I've missed it because I was focusing on the Urban Decay one so much, and I don't think I'll have a hard time using this at all. So it's really hard to say exactly where we are right now, but I think we're about halfway, if not a little bit further down. I'm gonna mark it at the halfway point, but I'm really not sure if that's accurate because it's just hard to see where exactly it is, but that's where I'll mark it for now. And yeah, I'm excited. Now I did just buy that new Pacifica foundation, and I imagine I will want to use that quite a bit this month as well. So I mean, I'm not gonna push myself to wear this every single day. Just want to start kind of working through that one. Okay, I also decided I want to roll in another lip liner, and this might sound kind of crazy, especially because I'm hoping to use up the Milani one really soon, but this is a completely different color, so on days where the Milani one doesn't work, this will be just like another option. So this is a Jordana lip liner in Rose Crush. I think I talked about this in my unofficial project pan video, and now I'm actually going to try to project pan it because it is really old for one thing, and I feel like I can go through this pretty quickly. Last year I panned my Jordana lip liner in Tawny, and that one wasn't too difficult to pan. I think I probably started with about this much when I started panning that one too, and there's really not that much left in here, and this is just a good everyday light peachy pink lip liner. So the final product that I want to roll in is actually a nail product. This is the Orly In a Snap Quick Dry Top Coat, and I know that I've had this I think for 3 years now, so I just want to kind of use it up. I can tell that it's starting to get a little bit thicker, and I just want to try to use as much of it as I can before it goes bad. This is the only nail top coat that I have, so I think it'll also just encourage me to paint my nails more often and get use out of all my nail polishes as well, so that'll be fun. I like painting my nails a lot in the summertime especially, so I think that it's good timing to try to work on something like this, and I really just want to, I don't know if I'll be able to use it up completely, but I really just want to use as much of it as I can before it goes bad. So I figure this will be easier than trying to pan like one color of a nail polish, because this I can use every time I paint my nails, and so that makes sense to me. I'm excited to work on it. It's kind of nice to kind of switch things up and work on different types of products sometimes. So there we go, we're back up to 10 products now. I'm excited to see how I do on these. So goals for this month would be to hit pan on hopefully one of the shades in the Wet n Wild quad. Also hit pan on the Wet n Wild blush. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll try. Hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, use up the Milani lip liner and use up the contour in the Lily Lolo duo. I'm excited to not have to say that anymore once this is done, because I have a really hard time saying that. Lily Lolo, it's hard. And I think those are all of my like goals for the month. Everything else, just gonna try to use it as much as possible and see where that takes us. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am having so much fun with this year's project pan. It's probably the most fun I've ever had with a project pan, and I think it's just the more that I've kind of learned my preferences when it comes to consuming makeup, the easier it's become to select products for my project. And yeah, it's just been fun. I feel like I've been staying pretty motivated, and I just posted a video recently talking about some tips or like ideas for ways to repurpose your project pan items to get maximum use out of them. A lot of the ideas actually came from you guys, so I will link that below if you missed it. It was a really fun video. And I'll also link below all of my previous project pan videos if you'd like to catch up. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.